Hi everyone, my name is Tammy Spino, and today I'm going to be discussing with you the project that I conducted over the last couple months. I worked in a classroom with 3 and 4-year-old children. The initial phase of the project started because the children were learning about healthy eating, and the teacher had brought in I think an ear of corn and a carrot and a potato, and the children were really interested in holding it and touching them and really experiencing the vegetables. So based on this interest, I sat down with the children and we talked about what they knew about vegetables and fruits and what they didn't know, what they wanted to learn. That moved me into phase 2. For phase 2, the initial investigation, I brought in a variety of fruits and vegetables, apples, pears, lettuce, carrots, radishes. The children didn't know what radishes tasted like. So I just gave them a paper plate each. It was about 6 children, and a plastic knife. And as I was watching them investigate, they were really more interested in cutting the vegetables than they were tasting. I mean, they did taste them, but it was more about the cutting and the use of the knife. One child was like, my mom doesn't let me use a knife. I'm going to use the knife now. And, some of them didn't know how to use the knife. And so based on that experience with them, I decided to change the topic to cutting tools and the materials that tools can cut. So we did another web, and I did another Know What Learn chart because we were on a new topic. And then for the next investigation, I brought in just a variety of different cutting tools, nail clippers, fingernail scissors, regular scissors, decorative scissors. And then I also gave them different materials. I gave them felt and t-shirt material and paper and straws and Q-tips, makeup sponges, and they just loved it. They were just trying to figure out how to use the nail clippers, and one child was able to cut straw with a nail clipper, which is kind of hard, and they engaged in this activity for about 30 to 45 minutes, just cutting using different tools. And so after we engaged in this, we did another web. We talked about outdoor cutting because I wanted to kind of bring it outside. That was our field trip. So for the next investigation, I brought some pruning shears and loppers, and also what we had used before, the cutting tools we used before. And I designated with the teacher an area we could cut, and we talked about the different tools we had brought and how to use them, and they just went to town again, cutting the grass with nail clippers and cutting the leaves and twigs, and trying to figure out whose leaf was bigger and what they cut their leaf into. One child made a comment that he cut his leaf into a V, and they tried to cut the trees with scissors and rocks, and so they were just really just investigating these tools and all of the things they could cut in the outdoor environment. So after we did this, we sat down and we had another discussion, did another web. We talked about professions that use cutting and cutting tools. And I went ahead and got some videos of chefs cutting vegetables and candy being cut, and a little boy having his hair cut with clippers instead of scissors, and a woman getting her hair cut with regular scissors and weed whackers. And I was able to find some informational books on power tools and the things that they cut. So I brought those in, and the children watched the videos for about 25 minutes. We went back and forth, and they looked at the books, wanting to know what the tools were. This wasn't the most successful investigation just because they really wanted hands-on. I probably should have added a hands-on element to this last our last investigation. So moving into stage 3, phase 3, I had been taking pictures throughout the investigations of them cutting and the tools, and so I printed out some pictures of each different, the vegetables and the nail clippers and the outside, and then watching the videos, and I brought them in, and they loved looking at themselves and talking about, I remember when I did this, I cut that, we were outside, remember when we did this. And then, of course, in the spirit of our cutting project, they decided they wanted to cut the pictures. So we took some decorative scissors and they cut their pictures up and we put them on poster board, indoor cutting, outdoor cutting, and displayed them for the parents. And they just, again, had a ball. And they continued, once the pictures were all cut, we just continued to cut some paper because they really liked it. So that is my project. I learned a lot. I look forward to doing another one again. And thanks for watching. I wish you well, everyone, in the coming semester. And good luck and congratulations if you're graduating. Thanks.